So I'm just walking home. Um, it's quite a long walk. I've just finished my current counselling course that I'm doing for the night, and I've been reflecting a lot on the process that's involved for parents in terms of applying a lot of the gentle parenting principles that I advocate and that we see a lot of on social media and different programs. Say, for example, connection and empathy come to mind at the moment. And in terms of what we need to do ourselves in order to be able to apply those things, because I don't think that they're things that we necessarily just do. They can be innate qualities for some parents, and that's fantastic. But a lot of us have our own issues, I suppose, in terms of the healing process and the self-regard that's had to go on from our own experiences in life, and they can be the big issues and things that have affected us, or very small things, and nonetheless we're affected. And so if I give a scenario, I'm somebody who has an issue really empathizing with myself, giving myself compassion, and being able to understand where my own behaviours come from, and the healing that needs to go on with myself, the understanding that needs to go on with myself, then I might find it very hard to apply that same empathy and understanding towards my children. And I'm by no means perfect, and at times it can be hard to apply that kind of gentle parenting principle, and that will be because I'm in a space where I'm not being present and seeing where I'm at personally, and working through that and being able to put that aside and be there with presence and apply that kind of loving understanding to my children. So what I am endeavouring to do essentially is explore the idea of trauma and how that can play its part in our parenting, because it is a part of us, so many of us. And I'll be discussing that issue with somebody who's very renowned and respected and well known and influential in the gentle parenting arena. She's known as being a co-founder of the Yes Parenting program, and that's Bea Marshall. And we're formulating some ideas for a series of short videos at the moment that will initially explore the idea of trauma and healing processes and the effects, the ways that trauma can play out in our parenting, and being very real about that, and that kind of the okayness of being imperfect, as we all are, not feeling any shame for these things, and the benefits of being able to kind of speak very openly about these things, and the power of sharing these issues with other people in our process for healing and for change, because all of this is so essential, I feel, before we can really truly start to apply many of the principles that general parenting is all about. And so then we'll move on to looking at how those things as a parent can need to be applied to ourselves. So the empathy, the connection, the trust of self, the understanding, the way we speak to ourselves, applying those things to ourselves as parents, and really nurturing those in order to be able to do it really effectively with our children. So I'm really excited. I think it's going to be a great topic, and hopefully a really interesting series of little videos for you. So yeah, keep your eyes peeled, coming soon.